I love this movie. For the next 24 hours, I'm gonna make this my home. There we go. God, I can't believe I'm actually playing this game in the middle of the desert. This BLUETTI portable power station weighs about 37 pounds. It arrives so well packed in this box that I utilize all 4 limbs to remove it. The BLUETTI AC180 also comes with 3 different charging cables, instructions, and a warranty card. That's it. Very simple to use. Once it is unpacked, it is ready to be charged. I simply plug one end of the cable into the AC input and the other end into the wall outlet. The BLUETTI automatically turns on and the display shows the current level of charge. It also shows how many watts of energy are currently charging the power station. The default charging mode is Turbo, which can fully charge this BLUETTI power station from 0 to 100% in about 90 minutes. The display automatically turns off after 1 minute and can be turned back on by pressing the power button. There are 4 AC plug outlets, a DC outlet, and 5 USB outlets. The DC and AC outlets can be turned on by pressing the corresponding button. The display indicates the input wattage, the output wattage, and the charge level. To turn off the power station, I simply press and hold the power button for 2 seconds and then it powers down. Now I'm unplugging the unit to take it with me to a place in the desert where I will thoroughly test it out. This place in the middle of nowhere is the perfect place to get away from it all. It's currently 5:40 p.m. and 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, this is where I'm going to set up my camp. Right here. This here is a huge Palo Verde tree. Its long branches reach all the way down to the ground, forming an umbrella. And for the next 24 hours, I'm going to make this my home. The first thing that I'm going to do is unload all the things that I'm going to need and use for the next 24 hours. I love to camp primitively. Most people, however, don't want to camp quite the way I do. So I'm going to show you how the BLUETTI AC180 can actually make camping almost as comfortable as home. I have a television, computer monitor, I have lights, I have a blender, I have cooking, I have a fan, I even have a Nintendo. Well, the lights are up and the hammock is up. All right, now it's starting to get dark and I need to turn on the lights so I can continue. To turn this unit on, all I do is press the power button. And now we have power. This plug is for the single light that's hanging straight above me. I'm gonna plug it in and let's see what happens. Nothing. You know why? Because I have to select either DC or AC current. This is the DC current, this is AC. So I'm gonna turn on the AC and then we should have power. And let there be light! I have 99% power, so I'm gonna see how long that will last me. I'm gonna run all kinds of different electronics through the night and we'll see how we are in the morning. Now I'm going to turn on the other lights. There they go. I'm going to drill holes in this so that I can make a hanging shelf for the television. As you can see that when this drill is running, it pulls a lot more wattage than these lights do. I drilled 4 holes, 1 in each corner, and then I strung this paracord through it and hung it on this tree. This is where my TV is going to go. Actually seems pretty stable. All right, looking good. I don't need the drill anymore. We are at 95%. The drill actually used a lot. It was very hard. I have a very bad, weak drill bit. It took me a long time to drill this hole, so it used up a lot of energy. But the lights used very, very little. Well, this light really attracts the bugs. Now I'm going to reposition this table. I'm going to set up my computer, and I'm going to set up my little electric stove so I can cook something to eat. This apartment in the middle of the desert is starting to come together now. I have my TV set up, DVD player, a Rocky Balboa movie, 2 remote controls, an electric stove here. I have a big fan here, which I may try to use to help redistribute the bugs. Another cool feature I want to show is a way to charge your phone. So the first thing I have to do is I have to turn on the DC. The DC makes all of these connections, the USB ports, live, as well as the top of the unit to charge a cell phone. I just place my phone on top and it starts charging. So since my phone is fully charged, I'm not going to activate the DC. Let's try plugging in the fan, see if it'll have any effect against these bugs. You know, I'm not used to camping like this with an artificial light. I usually use fire, and the fire naturally keeps the bugs away. I love it. So this bug issue is something a little unique to me. But the fan may help. I'm going to hook up my computer. Now, I have just one more plug outlet that's not being used. So when I plug in this, we're still at very low wattage, at just under 100. The fan brought it up a little bit. We're still at 93% battery capacity. Let's see what happens when I turn on my computer. Wow, it's firing up. This is amazing that with the BLUETTI AC180, I can be out in the desert like this. I can edit my videos. This will help tremendously. I just opened up Final Cut Pro, which is the software I use to edit, and I'm working on the next video. So you get a little behind the scenes peek at it right here. So weird looking at my screen with all these bugs crawling all over it. I'm looking at some photos from my island survival trip that I did. This photo especially I really like. God, that is so beautiful. This is what I woke up to every morning. Well, let's see how the energy consumption is going. I've spent almost half an hour on this, and we are down now to 85%. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, because this monitor I think uses quite a bit of energy. I am running the lights, the fan, and this monitor. What I'm going to do now, I want to play some video games. I haven't done that in so long. 81% now. All right, no fan. And instead, we're going to plug in the Nintendo. All right. All 4 outlets are being used. 2 for the lights, 1 for the TV, and 1 for the Nintendo. I know I have to set it for some component. I'll figure this out. Give me a moment here. Component, right? Yes. And hey! Got it! Dr. Mario. One-player game. I don't even remember how to play this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll catch on. There we go. God, I can't believe I'm actually playing this game in the middle of the desert. There is literally nobody around for miles. This is so awesome. Awesome. 75% power remaining in the BLUETTI. The time is 10:20. Well, it was fun playing Dr. Mario. Tonight we're gonna have liver. Check the power again. Power level is at 67%. And it just went down to 66%. Still good. The time is 10:57. Alright, this is looking really good. Cooking up very quickly. I'm gonna add just a little bit more water. So during this cooking time, the power level has dropped significantly. It's down to 56% right now. In only about 5 minutes, this stove has used about 10% of the BLUETTI battery. So at 50%, it's 11:11. All right, well, this sucked up a lot of energy. I'm going to enjoy this very simple meal. And then I'm going to lie down. I'm going to put on a movie and just relax. I don't want to use up all of the charge in the BLUETTI power station right now. I'm going to leave some for in the morning because it's going to take a little time for the sun to charge it back up through the solar panels that I brought. Rocky. Some blueberries to snack on while I watch a movie. All right. I love that movie. It was good to see it again. It's been a while. All right, well, it is currently 1:52 a.m. That means that this BLUETTI power station has been running for about 6 hours straight. It's run the lights, it's run a drill, it's run the fan, it's run my computer, it's run the television and the DVD player, and it ran the electric stove. Now let's see what the power level is. 25%. I'm impressed. That's not bad at all. I had unplugged the light during the movie because it wasn't needed. I'm going to turn it back on now. Alright, now we got light. TV's off. We have 25% power left in the BLUETTI AC180. So I'm just gonna put some things away, turn off the lights, and go to sleep. It's already 2:01 in the morning. Time to turn the lights out and get some sleep. It's morning already. Time to get up, I guess. Time to get up. What time's it? 6:22. Camera batteries are getting low, and so I connected one to charge overnight, and it is fully charged, so I'm good with camera batteries for today. I slept well for the short hours that I was lying in my hammock. There were bats last night. I think all the bugs that were attracted by the lights, well, I think that was a very easy food source for bats. All right, let's check the charge on the BLUETTI AC180. It was on all night charging my camera battery, and now it is at 17%. So there's not much power left, but we have the sun. Also have another way to charge. I haven't tried it out yet, but that's through the cigarette lighter of my vehicle. So I'm gonna give that a try first. Before I charge it though, I want to use some of that remaining power to make myself a little smoothie for my breakfast. Now I'm going to mix these ingredients in the blender. I haven't used a blender in a very long time, in many years, so I really don't even know what I'm doing. All right. Oh, that looks so good. No, that's what a smoothie is supposed to be like. Delicious. All right, it's now 8:10 a.m. Let's check the power level. It's currently at 13%, so that's pretty good. I'm actually quite impressed with all the electronics that I ran through the night. I'm going to charge it, connecting it to my vehicle right now. To turn off, I just hold the power button down for 2 seconds, and then it powers down. Unplug the blender. Another way to charge this BLUETTI product is use the charging cable that connects into the cigarette lighter of the vehicle. The other end connects into the DC input here. Now all I have to do is turn on the vehicle and it should start charging. It's working. I don't know how fast it's going to charge, so I'm just going to monitor for a little while. It's only at 13%. Oh, it just went up to 14%. So it is charging very slow. The input is 97 watts, which is the equivalent of what the solar panels I have can put out. So this will charge only as fast as my solar panels. In that case, it makes more sense just to use the solar panels, right? The BLUETTI line of products does include solar panels, but this is a third-party solar panel. It's not by BLUETTI. However, it's really nice to know that this particular one plugged in easily and directly into the BLUETTI AC180. So that made it very, very simple, and it is charging. It's currently at 15% now. When I first plugged it in, I had almost full sun, and it was charging at a rate of 100 watts, which is the maximum output of these solar panels. But right now it's at 29, 30 watts because of the cloud cover. So once these clouds pass, then I'll be able to charge again at 100 watts, and now that'll speed up the process. What I'm going to do is take a nap right now because I only slept 3 hours. All right, the sun came up. It's 11:42. That means this has been charging for about 2 hours. I covered it up because it started getting, it's hot. You hear the fan going right now. That's to keep it cool because it's getting hot out here now because of the direct sunshine that we have. So I'm gonna remove this and check how much of a charge we have. When I started this, it was at 13%. And I take it back, it was at 14% because it charged 1% in the vehicle. So from 14% to 25%, we're at 25% now. That's not bad. That's 11% increase in 2 hours, but most of the time there was fairly heavy cloud cover. But this is good, I got 25%. I'm gonna use that and make something to eat. It's important to put the BLUETTI on a stable, flat surface so it doesn't fall. It's pretty hot out. I want to turn on the fan. That actually feels good. Now my cell phone is almost dead. Only have 4% charge. So what I'm going to do to charge it, as I showed yesterday, I press the DC button, and then I can just simply lay my phone on top, and it begins to charge. All right, I'm going to use the same pan I used yesterday to cook liver. Fire it up. Add some butter. I'm going to add another little special ingredient, roasted grasshoppers. Roasted grasshoppers are a delicacy to me. Let's reduce the power, put some cheese on it. Well, just like I demonstrated last night, this electric stove uses a lot of energy. So it already depleted my energy from 25% down to 10%. in just a few minutes. Before I eat, I'm going to take the BLUETTI power station back outside and connect it to the solar panel so it can charge more. I have full sunlight right now. Turn off DC and AC. Unplug everything. Phone has charged a little bit. It's at 11% now. Turn it off. What would be really good is if I had a cord long enough that went from the solar panels all the way to here to the BLUETTI. That's a distance of about 20 feet. That would be perfect, but I don't, so I'm going to take it outside. All right, it's really getting hot out. I can barely walk on the ground because it's so hot. So the BLUETTI is going to need a little bit of shade here to protect it from the heat of the sun. There we go. Connect this. It should start charging right away. I'm at 8% only. It's charging at 88 watts right now. I'm going to monitor it and see how fast it can charge. It's getting hot out. It feels like summer. So we were at 8% when I started charging. The time was 12:50. Okay. So I'm going to monitor that, see how fast it can charge per hour. That's going to be good information to have. This is really, really good. You really have to try a grasshopper omelet. %17 charge. That's an increase of 9% in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm simultaneously charging my phone here as well. The wattage is only 82. This is a very small portable solar panel set, so you could use larger ones and charge much faster. %. All right, I'm reconnected into the BLUETTI portable power grid again. And so I ran an extension cord from the BLUETTI all the way to here. It has 3 outlets, so I can plug in 3 different electronic devices. Right now the fan is plugged in only, but I'm going to plug in a couple other things. And what I'm curious to find out is that if I can actually maintain the same power storage that's in the BLUETTI when I left it before I plugged in the fan, which was 18%. So it was at 18%, and now it's starting to draw some energy from there as it's charging from the sun. Nearly an hour of Dr. Mario is enough for me. I'm going to check out the charge on the BLUETTI right now. It's at 16%. So I just ran the fan, the television, and the Nintendo for almost an hour, and I lost 2% of battery charge. So now the time is 3:25. I have been here so far for 22 hours. All right, I'm no longer connected to the solar panels outside. I brought the BLUETTI in here, and what I wanted to do was test out the energy consumption when I have a whole bunch of devices connected to it. So I connected the lights, I connected the television and the Nintendo, the fan, and the monitor, which has my laptop connected to as well. And so I've got all of that connected at the same time. And the power now, when I brought it in, it was at 16%, and this has been going for about half an hour. Now it's down to 8%. So I've consumed 8% in just about half an hour, but again, I have a lot of things running. The time right now is 4 o'clock. It's 4:02. I have been here for 22 and a half hours, and the testing that I've done with this BLUETTI AC180 I think has been a real success. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very happy with the charge that it holds and all the things that I can run on it. The solar panel works well. It's a very small portable solar panel that I'm using that only goes to 100 watts output, but you can connect up to 500 watts output in a solar panel to the BLUETTI AC180, which means they would probably charge 5 times faster than what mine is doing. For my purposes, this is great. I mean, this has been a vacation for me. I've spent a lot of time in the hammock. I've played games, doing some editing, and the BLUETTI AC180 it's a fantastic product. Fantastic for anyone who wants to do off-the-grid camping, or someone who needs some type of energy source for like recharging batteries because they're doing filming, or to be able to connect their computer so they could do editing while they're out in the wilderness. So if you're interested in the BLUETTI AC180 or other BLUETTI products, you can check out the links in the description below to learn more. And I really hope you have amazing outdoor adventures.